Social Media, a Tool for the Future by Ishan Harrison. Is it unprofessional for a teacher and/or education system to ignore technology? Technology, including social media, is a way of life for young people that we can no longer ignore if schools are to remain relevant to our students. Abstract. Social media is a resource that we as educators are duty-bound to research diligently so that it can be used effectively in education. It is advantageous to use social media-enabled professional learning networks and online learning communities of practice. Additionally, it can give us unparalleled access to our students and engagement with parents. However, potential flaws need to be adequately identified and properly mitigated to the best of our ability. Introduction. Welcome to my presentation on my key findings and review of two different articles regarding social media. My desire after viewing this is that you examine for yourself how you can best use social media in your education endeavours. My first article, there are multiple studies on the impact of social media on mental health and conversely how this can also affect physical health. The study performed in this article was performed in 2021 with a total of 279 participants and concluded that reducing daily social media usage led to improvements in self-esteem and positive body image. The article also highlighted that further research was required not just to observe who was at risk, but what kind of use would be considered harmful. Obviously, this study was only one of multiple studies performed to gauge the effects of social media on adolescents. There was an additional longitudinal study that commenced in 2007 and ran for 8 years, examining the association between time spent using social media and depression and anxiety. Coyne et al. 2020. Another study was performed between 2000 and 2021 by reviewing relevant studies in the extant literature related to the impact of social media on mental health. Apoorva et al. 2022. In all the articles reviewed, they highlight the need to limit social media usage and the need for further research due to the exponential growth occurring. The second article I chose to review details a study in how social media can be applied in an education setting and the advantages and pitfalls that can occur. This study was a lot more rigorous, but despite this, both articles agree on one objective: more research is required into social media. This article also showed how teachers can benefit from social media-enabled professional learning networks and online learning communities of practice. Research needs to occur in the areas of emerging social media platforms and also why educators choose to participate in social media platforms to engage both parents, students, and the wider community. Data needs to be sourced directly from social media sites to better represent apparent patterns. Literary review. Both articles that I reviewed look at social media as a resource. Both articles I reviewed made requirements for further extensive research into social media. Social media is a tool that can be used to our advantage if managed properly, and if education occurs regarding its use to educators, students, and parents. People already use social media in their daily lives, so as 21st century skills educators, we should not only be aware of the importance of this mode, but educated in it. Advantages. Social media can enhance education by promoting teacher, student, and parental collaboration, communication, and engagement. Teachers can create networks between themselves to share ideas and best practices. Teachers can create interactive lessons for students. Teachers can engage and connect with parents, creating a sense of community within the school. Disadvantages. Some areas may not have access to social media technologies. Privacy settings on social media will need to be reviewed regularly. Time limits should be set to allow positive mental health growth. Education will need to be current and followed by educators to pass on to students for safe practice. Social media is a tool for now and the future that we need to research and be educated extensively so that we can impart 21st century competencies to students who already use this resource. Social media gives us unparalleled access to our students and engagement with parents. It also enables us to create online learning communities to share resources and ideas with other educators. It is up to us as educators to ensure the safe use of social media by students and educate them not only on the best use of this resource, but also by using this resource to the best of our ability. To do this, we must continually research social media and new emerging technologies so that we can give the best possible education in our ever-changing world. Thank you.